handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they were trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Gronk that time, and now it's 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Winston now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Sonic! 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
from the gun. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
And he's able to way to a pickup of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Yeah, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. William Golston in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready? Black 22. Get ready, triple team. Crunch.
To throw is Winston. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands and off races and into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Saints, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Buccaneers 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Brady going for it all. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going deep for Brown. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down. Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, it's Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Brady. That's going to be caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
The score, Saints 31, Buccaneers 21.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and 5.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. this one out for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Try on the left side with Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3 down. 45.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Saints.
To throw, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Ends up 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The give is to Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Brady. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 45. Buccaneers 35.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Brady now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing now is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45. Green, 50. Mike, 45.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Here's Winston. Got Gordon open, completes it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 50.